currently, because we are using the web roots of our application, we are using a middleware that verifies the csrf token. The csrf stuff is basically a way to be sure that we are receiving requests directly from our web project and not from any other site. So this means that, for example, the csrf stuff is not compatible with a RESTful API. We can see that, of course, a RESTful API should receive requests from whatever location where is the client. But it is not the case for the web application. The web application should be only receiving valid requests from the original web application as well. So that is the reason for use the csrf token only in the web version. It means in the web roots. So what we are going to do now is to handle a little better the csrf token related exceptions. Let's just see what is a csrf exception. Every time that we have a form in our web application, we should have something related with the csrf token. If we check the form, we will see a hidden field called token. This token is used by the application to validate if the request originally comes from the real web application or not. It is only applied for the request difference of GET, normally POST, but can be, of course, for PUT, patch, or delete using the method spoofing. So if we remove this or just change the original value and try to send a valid request, we can see an exception called token mismatch exception. That basically means that the token that we sent is not the same as the application is waiting for. And it means that we have a very good security here. But it is not a good idea to show this kind of details to the user, and of course, we are not handling this exception specifically, so it could be returned an unexpected exception. That is not a good idea as well. So what we're going to do is go to our handler and add a new condition for this kind of exception. We're going to add the conditional just after the query exception. Remember to import the definition in case that it does not exist. And what we are going to do is to return a redirection to the previous page, sending again the original input. We use the redirect helper, saying that we are going to the previous page and sending the input. But what input? Well, the original input that we have in the request. With this, if the user sends some kind of email, we are going to send that email again. We could include a message or an error message, but I prefer to keep it simple in the way that if for some reason it is not a real user, but is some kind of attacker or something like that, we don't want to provide any information about if we are handling csrf or not. So after this, if we try to check again and resend, we can see how the original email keeps there, but of course the password don't. Again, just to be sure that everything is working as expected, I'm going to remove the token, send a password, and you can see that it is only keeping the email and not the password. That is very good, but because it is not a good idea to remember the password in a failed request. So after this, we are handling correctly the csrf token for our web application. So see you in the next class.